Hugh Hefner, a true American icon, created an empire that was unrivaled.
Although some of us bunnies may have gone rogue, it's because of the love and respect that we received from the man behind it all.
Because after all, we did learn from the best.
Relive the stories from the most prominent celebrity home in history.
What happens in the grotto stays in the grotto.
From those of us that lived it,
The employees that worked it,
And the guests who loved it.
And
the mayhem continues.
I am shocked because, Victoria had talked about wanting to do this party for so long. She said, look, guys, we're going to do Rogue Bunnies. We're going to make it happen, and we're going to do a mansion party. And I'm like, how is this all going to happen? And Jen, this literally happened how quick?
Very fast.
I mean, it was like, what, less than 2 months?
So as the social media manager for Rogue Bunnies, it was a lot because, yes, we're doing it. Now we're doing this. Now we're doing this. Now we're doing this. And I'm like, how am I going to make all of this happen on 9 different platforms? So I'm happy that it's actually here and we can actually have fun. And tomorrow I can wake up and it's done.
By the way, our listeners should know that we are having this party where Elvis Presley lived during his residency in Las Vegas.
It's pretty sick, man. I actually was like testing out the bed earlier. I wanted to imagine like all the different positions he was probably going to use. Did you see the artwork up top?
Did you take photos of that?
There's a video apparently going around on it now. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't
If
care.
that's not viral.
Okay, so we're in the Sky Villa. We're in the Sky Villa. You know I'm playing around. We're in the Sky Villa. We're at Westgate. I didn't even know this place existed. This place is sick. How did you guys find this? How Victoria found this? This is Mansion 2.0 for Rogue Bunnies.
I mean, the pictures on the website do not do this place justice because we're trying to promote the party and the pictures that they have. No, when we walked in here last night to do the run through,
Oh, yeah.
we know from being at the mansion, like Hef's mansion, the Playboy mansion, all the intricate details of everything were just above and beyond.
Every little detail is taken
even
care
in the
of. Every little
corners,
corner,
there's
every little area you
gold-plated
look up, there's
everything.
fun.
This is the best place to do our first party.
Okay, but what I'm excited about, though, is the guest list. The people that are coming in. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen, who do we have in the room with us?
Who do we have? Introduce
Legendary
Legendary.
photographer.
I'll gee whiz, guys.
We have David Mecey with us today. And David, would you please introduce the guests you brought?
Yes, these
Well,
beautiful
these
ladies.
are 2 very special women that I brought with me this evening. Over here is Nicole. She, as of the September issue, by the way, is sitting atop my masthead as my new publisher.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
hello,
welcome,
hello.
welcome.
And sitting next to her is my upcoming Miss December. This is Summer.
And this is cool. And this is your new magazine. Is
This
this
is
correct?
This
We're
is
looking at it right here.
This is MECÉ. What I wanted to do was to attempt to carry on the legacy that classic Playboy in the years past, do the kind of photography that I did back then, currently with a little bit of a new vibe to it, a new look to it, a little more sophisticated kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's now current, but still with that same sort of Playboy-ishness to it as well.
You actually did a centerfold.
We do a gatefold.
This
It's
is
the
really
same.
awesome.
It's not a centerfold.
It's
You know what I'm saying. though.
Oh,
I mean,
no, it's got a name that David came up with, which is genius.
model in the middle because I didn't want to
Model
I
in
couldn't
the
use
middle.
Playmate.
Stop.
Yeah, I couldn't use Playmate, couldn't use Pet, couldn't use all those different
Yep.
things that are out there
Copyrighted,
already.
yeah.
Copyrighted. But she is my model in the middle. It's
I love that.
And it is 11 by 22 inches, the same size as the gatefold back in the day that we shot with an 8 by 10 view camera. Took a week to do. I do my covers, front and back cover, and the gatefold centerfold shot along with the entire pictorial in one day.
And you know why we love Gatefold is Victoria originally wanted us to be known as Gatefolds. So the company, the umbrella company that we're under as Rogue Bunnies is Gatefold Labs. Because
So everything comes around.
she
full circle. It's
knew
crazy.
that when we shot our centerfolds,
It was
they
called
were
the
called
Gatefold.
Gatefolds.
And that was because back in the day, the magazine was 8.5 by 11 or 8.25 by 11. And when you would open it up, it was only 17 inches. So they had to stick the gatefold in and fold it out like a gate. That's how I got the name
Yep.
Gatefold.
Okay, now I'm going to geek out for just a little bit because I'm kind of the nerd. This is Scott. So In addition to being a fantastic genius photographer, David also nurtures up-and-coming photographers.
I talk about it. I started it. In fact, I started on Facebook about 10 or 11 years ago. And I would write stories about my life, and I'd put photographs in with it and some of my current work. And I would talk about how I did it. And so people would write to me and go, okay, I love your photography, but I also love your stories. So I thought, and a lot of people said, I should write a book. Okay, well, that's cool. But I wanted to somehow bring back the vibe of a magazine. And so what I've done is, at the back of each issue is a section called A Loving Look Back. And I will talk about something in my life that happened, detail it with photographs, like the one in this issue, which is June. I did a whole story about when I photographed the entire cast of 30-something, the TV show.
So instead of writing a book, you're essentially putting like a little chapter of your life.
Excerpts
in
every month
issue
is a different life story.
I love
David,
that.
this is cool. This is innovative. This is different. I love this.
Thank you so much.
I want to talk more about this. We are actually here in Vegas having a blast with the Rogue Bunnies Mansion 2.0 party.
Come
and
on.
We have the
And
one
we are
and
so
only
excited to
David
be here,
with
by the
us.
way.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The Rogue Bunnies have had some pretty epic in real life events that I'm sure you've all heard about. Wondering how you can be included in our next one? Become a VIP NFT holder. The main benefit of being a VIP is access to our events, and lucky for you, there are multiple ways to become one. Purchase a stunning Rogue Bunnies Founder Drop Ordinal, minting now at ordinals.roguebunnies.com. Or own a legendary or epic trading card. Buy one right off of our marketplace, or try your luck with a Series 1 trading card pack. Once you own one of these, get verified in our Discord and claim your status. The VIP perks don't end at in-real-life events. You'll also have priority access to future drops, gated chat channels with the Rogue Bunnies, VIP-only online events, and more. Want more details? Visit roguebunnies.com. Then follow the bunny mask and get ready to go rogue.
Welcome to the metaverse.
And the bubblies are flowing. All right, Nicole, you just got yourself a brand new glass of champagne there.
Cheers, everybody.
See, I say to everyone out there, Brett is the man of all wonder. He is the man that literally is he's the Oz behind the curtain. Not only does he make this show work, he's the one that brings the champagne. Come on.
I love it. I love when a man serves me.
So David, you were just talking right before we went to break, how like on the back of your magazine, you kind of like talk about an experience like when you shot for 30-something, the show.
Right, for ABC actually. And there's these little stories that I put in each month at the end of the magazine, life stories, things that go all the way back to when I first started out doing photography, teaching myself photography. By the way, I'm self-taught. And so
that's cool. I
talk about that, and then I throw in these little things that happened to me. And I've lived a pretty amazing life, I have to tell you. And so and people are always asking, well, what about this? What about that? I mean, I'll just throw a quickie out there. I played third base for the Red Sox.
What?
Stop.
Yeah, I traded places with Wade Boggs back in 1987, and I took spring training for about 2 weeks to get ready for it. I have pictures to prove it. I have a Red Sox uniform at home
Do you
that
know
I wore.
what's so funny?
That's
I feel
awesome.
like is when people are very talented, then they've got like these stories in their closet that are like so you wouldn't even believe it to be true, but like, yeah, and I also did this, and everyone in the room is like, what?
But see, that's what's fun about, like, we talk about our world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you went into photography,
Right.
but dude, you played with the Red Sox.
I
You know what I
suspect
mean?
that-
It's like
For just a day, though.
But still.
But
I
also-
mean,
but-
you know, to have just for a day, like it's nothing. Yeah, okay, everybody can do that.
David-
You know what I
David,
mean?
I'm-
Self-taught also is like
Yes.
that's a
that's
kind of
like
a big
being
deal
a musician and going, I just taught myself how to play guitar.
too. I was a musician.
Oh, you were?
I was a musician in high school and college, and I had offers to from different colleges all around the country. I was really good. I thought I was going to be a professional
What did you
musician.
play?
Trumpet.
That's amazing.
cool.
See,
And he still has
I wanted. Guess where I wanted
The
to
trumpet.
play? Here in Vegas. When I was in high school and
that's
college, I wanted to be a Vegas musician.
So who
because-
would be your influences for playing trumpet? Because, you know, I was looking at some old pictures. Ray Anthony, you know, he's one of the
Yeah.
longest living. He's
Well-
101. And I was just looking at pictures
Well,
and going,
all the
think
way
about
Ray.
it.
Do
Yeah,
you
all the way
remember?
Ray.
Do you remember the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson?
Yes.
Remember Doc Severinsen?
Oh, yeah.
That was my idol, Doc
That's
Severinsen.
cool.
And he was just like the best. In fact, when I became a senior, I bought my own trumpet, and it was a Severinsen model Getzen, which is a very rare horn, which I still have, by the way. I still have it. Yeah, it's silver plated, sits in its case. It's all nice and pristine. I take it out every once in a while and look at it. I can't play it right. I mean, I guess I could do it again if I got my chops back, but I'm so busy doing the magazine. I have no time to be playing my horn, so.
Yeah, but that's really cool that, you're doing your art. You're still being able to play around and find new things to an expression of yourself. I think all artists have multiple layers, and when you're able to express that, but then you're going, I'm going to do a magazine. I mean, it's a lot to put into this.
All these things that I've done are things that I love and that keep me, I'm going to be honest, it's what keeps me young. I mean, I'm an old dude. I mean, I have to admit it. I am. I'm like ancient. I call myself a relic. So, but
Dude, come on.
But
Well, you know what? You're one of the damn luckiest relics ever, man.
Yes.
This relic is hanging out with these beautiful women right over
well,
here. Come on, bro.
that's what's really
I mean,
cool.
hi, can we talk to these two lovely ladies sitting on this
Yes,
other
let's
couch
talk to Nicole
together
and Summer.
in these sparkly dresses?
I'll put it this way. I met Nicole when she was only 19 years old. Let her
Yes.
tell the story. This is a good one.
Oh, yes. Please, Nicole.
I was in Texas auditioning for a modeling group, the Texas Bikini Team.
Clearly, because you're gorgeous.
I appreciate it. Right back at you. And
Jen's
they
like checking you out. Like,
I
I'm watching
literally
her.
like
She's
I'm like, oh, I love the dress. I wish I could wear it.
So Playboy was there doing a test shoot, and I had always wanted to be in Playboy since the time I was 12 years old, if you could believe that. I was raised on Playboy.
I can believe that. Yeah.
And it was just a dream of mine, and they said we're doing test shoots, and went in for my test shoot. The David Mecey was doing the test shoot, did my Polaroids.
I told her, you can be a Playmate.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes, is when he did the Polaroids, and he came back and said they want you in the magazine. You could be a Playmate, and I turned it down.
What?
I know.
Wait a minute, what?
And David got
I
very
know.
upset.
Yes, and
Wait, I want to know the reasoning
David.
why you would turn this down.
Hold on.
I know.
Wait.
Go ahead, give it to me. I know.
I'm 12. This is what I want.
Uh-huh.
Here it is. No.
So, well, what had happened was I had always wanted to become Miss USA, Miss Universe.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it just so happened to be that Playboy came before that, and I wanted it the other way around. I wanted to win Miss
I
USA.
had a similar experience because I tried out
Okay, I
for
get that now.
America's Next Top Model, but
Okay.
I knew that if I got on the show or if I got it, I wouldn't be able
Correct.
to do Playboy. So
Yes.
it's role
You
reversal.
understand.
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
And so here I was at 19 thinking, well, I could come back to Playboy.
Right.
I still would like to be Miss USA, be Miss Universe. And
You
he
could
said
oh my
to
God.
me, I will never forget it. When I was 19 years old, I could hear him in my head saying, "You're making the biggest mistake of your life." It stuck with me. By the grace of God, I ended up winning Miss Pennsylvania USA.
See?
And I went on to Miss USA.
Wow, that's so cool.
So you're
I
East Coast.
did-
Yeah.
I'm from Jersey.
Okay.
So I love that.
Pennsylvania, yes.
I love it.
And so I accomplished
Oh, God.
that goal. But then when I went back to Playboy, when you turn Playboy down, they don't bring you back in. And that.
Because there's so many people applying
Yes.
all the time.
They just
that
look ahead.
Well, the
Move
window,
on.
the window of
Yeah,
opportunity
the
was
the
at that
window
time.
is-
It was.
And it's hard to, but you know what? Now, look at Dave.
Yes.
You got this magazine now.
I mean,
It's
but now we
kind of
have
crazy.
Rogue
There's
Bunnies.
other outlets.
Yes.
And now we're starting to
literally,
do-
you have started something
Yeah.
that people are going, I could be part of that. I can do that. And you have all these companies now coming out.
But
and doing
now
that.
could
Look at-
she be an OG
now I'm
cyber
thinking
Rogue Bunny?
Rogue Bunnies, right? You know, we're gonna have to talk more about
Here's
that.
an interesting-
because there's opportunity for new ladies that are gonna be coming into the fold.
I've
That's
got it. I've
fabulous.
got an in the thing. I'm just saying.
You got an in,
But we're
girl.
gonna have to take a quick break.
She's got an in.
So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna figure this all out. You are listening to Rogue Bunnies Mayhem.
Hey listeners, Victoria Fuller here, entrepreneur, artist, and of course forever Miss January 1996. My bunny sisters and I have joined forces, or should I say, gone rogue, to revamp the heydays while exploring the future. I'm talking about the metaverse. So come join me and our sorority of the sexiest ladies on the planet. To join the party, find us at roguebunnies.com. That's ROGUEBUNNIES. Get your ass on the computer, on the phone, any device possible. I don't really care. Just type in roguebunnies.com. Fucking do it.
Welcome to the metaverse.
You know, David.
That's funny.
So, you know, David, you're right though. We were talking about before we went to break. We were talking about like that window of opportunity, and there is an age group.
Yeah.
You know that they had an age group, and it was like 18 to 22, I think it was.
The average age of a Playmate was around 22 years old. The average age of my model in the middle is 33.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
I was going to ask.
So-
So, how do you do it for your magazine, and how do you
Based
have, like,
on
an age
how
group?
photogenic they are and what they are about, what their interests are, what they want to pursue, what their ambitions are, who they are, that sort of thing plays very heavily onto it. And so for me, it's allowing more women. And well, let me add this: women are taking care of themselves a way lot better
course.
now.
Yes.
I mean, they're really.
That's what I was just gonna say. You see women today. You look at some women in their 30s, even their 40s,
and
you're
their
going,
50s.
whoa.
Well, yeah, I think you
Whoa,
need to really
you know?
emphasize on what we pride ourselves in with this magazine is that we have focused on older women because we've had several model in the middle, several pictorials that are 52, 54, 55, and they are absolutely stunning women. And I think it's phenomenal that at that age, they're looking hot as
Because touche.
No, you're absolutely right.
and they're proud of
And-
what they have and what they're showing off, and we are bringing that beauty to the magazine.
David's
Yes.
scouting right now.
I need-
Squirrel,
Okay.
squirrel.
Who is that?
That's
Tyran just
Tyran Richard.
That's Tyran?
Yes.
I know Tyran.
Tyran,
You sit your ass back down.
Calm down.
So Tyran,
Dave.
you know David.
It's David Mecey.
I love it.
I'm like, who is that?
Well, if that's not the universe,
Okay, that just happened right now. That's amazing.
Wow.
I've been knowing David since I was 18 years old, and I'm only 41 this year. He's known me more than half of my life. He's the one that made me famous.
That is so cool. Well, then Tyran, we're gonna sit down. Sit down with us. Sit down with David.
Sit. Share a chair.
Share a chair.
Chair.
David, how have you been? Oh my
So David has got his magazine. You see, he has,
Magazine.
Why am I not in it?
MECÉ magazine.
You're about to be.
Where do you live?
I'm in Louisiana, but I know I'm old, David, but I feel like...
No.
No, we were just talking
we were
about
just
his average
talking
age.
about
I've had a 54-year-old in my magazine.
Have been aging
And I had
amazing.
and a 55-year-old.
Tyran.
I know.
I mean, I feel like I look
A perfect
better now than when
example.
you photograph- like,
Yeah, you look great. No, when you were standing there, I'm like, who's that?
No, I saw the it was like squirrel working in the
I was
brain.
just
Like,
who's that? over
who
there?
is
I
that?
kept going like that. Who is that? Who's that?
little did you know you started my career.
Oh, I know.
You really, like, you
Photographed her in lingerie catalogs for like years.
oh, that's
for years.
amazing.
Like, literally, I was 18. I had my dad came, remember? And,
Yeah.
and he passed away. You literally started this whole career with me with Playboy. Like, you are the reason that I was a centerfold. And you know that.
Well,
Like, David's like, yeah, I know.
oh gosh darn.
Yes, gosh darn it.
This is my new magazine. Check it out. That's the centerfold. I call her my model in the middle.
Well, can I be that?
I bet you could.
Like, I feel like
I
I look better
approve.
now.
I approve.
And then
You're
when you
looking great.
like did me at 18, did me.
Only in the photographic
And
term.
here we
That's
are.
only in the photographic
Let me
terminology.
rephrase that.
Yes.
Yeah, you did me and shot me
Yeah.
from the rear and the front. So
Oh, it's getting worse.
Wow.
Oh, God.
So, David, I feel like I look better now at 41. So I feel
heck yeah.
I feel like we need to do
Well,
this.
let me introduce you to my publisher. This is Nicole.
How are you?
She's beautiful. I already was checking her out. Ask him. I was like, who's the girl in the red? She's hot. I'm like, is she a Playmate? He was like,
She was a Miss Pennsylvania.
She turned it down.
what?
I'm
You missed
sorry.
that.
I know I'm never going to live this down. but you know what? It's great because now I'm the publisher of his magazine, and
She's the
so
publisher.
life is good.
No,
Let's
she
talk.
did pageants and stuff, and that's what she wanted to do, and she succeeded. So it was a good thing. It
and
was a
this
good thing.
This beautiful lady next to Nicole is Summer, who
and
is
she's
a
going to be
model
my
in the middle.
Miss December.
Yes.
You have amazing taste. So I understand where she comes from.
I'm
Like,
also 40.
See?
Thank you. I feel
And
like,
I have a child that's 19.
okay, I have no children.
That's okay. I won't hold it against you. So,
I got him beat.
so the thing is, the average age of my models in the middle, we were just talking about, is 33. And that's because I photograph girls in their 40s as well as in their, and I've had 2 in their 50s. I had a 54-year-old.
I still
Who was a
cannot-
nurse.
Like, I still cannot believe I'm sitting here with you. You literally started my freaking career. Yeah, I'm sitting on.
Which is fine. This is all
I'm
good.
sitting on the guy
You
that
like that?
started my career. Like, this is monumental to me. Like, and I'm sitting with my Playmate sister.
Oh, hey. We've had fun the last couple days.
We have.
How long are you in
That's
how long
what
are you in
makes
town?
that's what makes it so fun. Is that when we get like parties like this,
Yes.
it's reconnections as well as meeting new ways to start in new avenues, and we're all part of the same world. We're all part of the same family.
We are.
and I think this is so cool, Dave.
I haven't seen
I
Tyran
mean, I know
in
you're gonna be
15
scouting
years.
all night here.
Well, I
And we
know.
like-
Well,
right
you
back
saw
in
that when I kept going.
She's like,
So Jen, we haven't seen. I haven't seen you in like 15 years. But guess what? We saw each other. There's even a picture. You're my screensaver now. We picked up where we left off, and I feel like that's how with you. Like I saw David. I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy started my career. Like I can't thank you enough with starting my career with everything. Thank you,
You're most
David.
welcome. You're most welcome.
Your career's
found
not
like
over.
24 Playmates.
I love that.
amazing.
Model in the middle.
And I think I found a Playmate of the Year.
Okay.
Karen McDougal. I found her.
You did? Yes, you did find Karen McDougal.
Yeah.
So I want to be in this
Yes.
magazine.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll give you my card. Well, we're here for the evening. So.
I will talk to her.
Yes, talk to her.
You have the stamp of approval from the publisher.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
And David,
Without
how
a
does
doubt.
everyone start finding, to start looking up your magazine? How do
It's
people follow
pretty
you?
easy. It's the
So do you. In the magazine.
www.MECE
You're going to be in the magazine.
magazine.com. That's all it
This
is.
is fantastic. We're definitely going to get some after the podcast. We're going to be talking about like working together. We got a lot of girls here. I know Victoria wants to get new girls signed up.
Tyran, stop licking David.
Well, we're going to wrap up.
I owe
I
so
thank
much
you
to
so
David.
much. I thank you everyone for coming on the show. Thank you so much. I know we've
Thank
got the
you for
band getting
having
ready to
us.
jam out there right now. We're going to fill up our champagne glasses and we're
Please.
going to get right back to the party. So
It was a
I love
pleasure
it.
being here.
You
Thanks
guys
so
are
much for
awesome.
having
Yeah,
us
thank
on.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
We've really
this
had a
was
great
amazing.
time.
I'm Brian Olea.
Jennifer Pershing.
And Tyran Richard, Miss March 07.
David, ladies, we can't thank you enough.
Thank you for having
We
us.
are Rogue Bunnies Mayhem and
The mayhem continues.